But then there's going to be a group that are looking for an edge. There's going to be that group of people that are like, look, I recognize that this is more than a moment, that this is an opportunity to go and change the trajectory of my life. Somebody said, when I introduced myself, they're like, oh, you're the guy that's buying the hotels, right? And I'm like, okay, yes. But how, like, I'm here not to talk about buying hotels. I'm here to talk about the success that we had as a team and how we go sustain that for longer than just a year or 2 years or 5 years, to go and sustain that success for a decade. These skills translate. That's the bottom line. But how do I go and say, in a moment, how can I get in front of this team and provide some level of value to that person that's looking for an edge? So I'm going to start with this. Happy Gratitude Sunday. Happy Gratitude Sunday. Why is gratitude so important? Why is gratitude so important? Somebody, come on. Just throw it out there. Come on.
Are we? You wanted where you're at now?
Say it again?
You wanted to be where you're at now at one point in time. So you're looking back and being like, hey, it could always be worse.
Okay. So, but why is that feeling important? Why is the emotion of gratitude the single most important emotion that we can focus on?
It's a positive expectation of a worthy idea. That's basically what it is.
Positive.
The foundation of building on something that you believe is going to happen.
I freaking love it. I love it. Awesome.
Your mind cannot be negative when you're
Fuck. Stand up. Stand up. Come here.
That's my manager. Go Frankie.
Go Frankie. Let's go. Did you hear what he said over there?
No.
Gratitude is so powerful because the fact is nothing negative can exist in a true, genuine, authentic state of gratitude. Okay, but so why the hell does that matter? Why does being in this state where only positivity can exist, why does that matter? See, someone said, law of attraction, love it. Why else?
If we're going based off of what we do, sales is the transfer of emotion and energy. So.
Okay, so we're now, Did he just surprise you? Did he just surprise you? Damn! Because they acted surprised, bro. I heard it in their tone. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Okay, so, I mean, look, the reality is, this is the note from my wife before I left from Hawaii. I'm not going to read it because I'll cry. So, but the bottom line is, it's like, when we look at success, 80%, like 25 years ago, I went to Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. It changed my life. And if you can take a couple things away from something and then they stick with you for 25 years, probably had an impact, right? Just one thing, if I can use one thing for the rest of my life. Well, Tony Robbins said that 80% of success is based on mindset. 20% is based on execution. And that was just this crazy thing to me because that's not what I saw happening. I didn't see people focusing 80% on mindset and 20% on how, especially on sales floors. I'm like, everybody's focused on, what's he doing? What's he saying? Oh, man, I don't know, what's wrong with me? And then go run and listen to the next person. And the last, how are you doing? How are you? How is he doing? How is she? How? And I'm like, everything is about the how, about that 20% of execution, but does that really matter when my confidence is in the shitter? Does it really matter how I go do it when my thoughts are coming into this meeting are about something other than the one most important thing that's going to help me change the trajectory of my life in every moment, 100% of the time, it was just rare. And I was like, I'm always looking for an edge. I'm always looking for, this is Brandon, by the way. Give it up for Brandon. God bless him. He has no idea what vacation ownership and timeshare is. He's my head of marketing, and he's like walking in, he's like, wow, there's a lot of nice jewelry. He's like, did you see the brands on them? But look, so the reason that gratitude is so important is because when we look at mindset, mindset has 3 components. And it really should be 80% of everything that each of us do if we want to be a differentiating person. If we really truly want to be the best, not for a moment, but for a decade, and have the ability to go and change our trajectory, create generational wealth, have freedom in our lives. Hey, if you're getting value from this right now, I have a detailed version of my Leadership Influence Framework deck to send you, as well as a bonus item that will help you start every morning in peak state. Click the link in the description and it'll be sent over to you. If we want those things, then we got to make this moment count. And to make this moment count, if we understand that mindset starts with identity, 95 to 98% of what happens with our success is based on our identity, which is subconscious. It's not even the things that we're thinking. And so the craziest thing is that unless our identity aligns with the person that we need to be to make that $1 million a year, that $2 million a year, that $500,000 a year, whatever your goal is, unless your identity, your subconscious sees you as that person, it doesn't matter. You can never outperform your identity. So that's key. And then secondly, our beliefs. The coolest thing about beliefs, what's the coolest thing about a belief? Say it again.
The fact that it's a belief.
The fact
You can believe as high or as strong as you want.
you can believe. This guy's on fire, by the way. Thank God I got him in the crowd or I'd be in trouble this morning. So, but no, hear what he said.
Angelica, there you go.
Thank you. Beliefs are chosen. And a lot of times, most people are walking through this world just with the beliefs that others have put on them, and they don't align with ultimately what they want to accomplish, and they don't realize, holy crap, belief is so damn important because I can take my belief and make sure it aligns with my identity that sees me as that top producer, changing the trajectory of my life, that my identity sees that I own all of the skills that I can do, that I can be, that I have magnetic energy. When I get on a table, when my identity sees that when I get on a table, every single person I'm with leans in, that they need me, that they need my help, that this thing is effortless and fun and a human experience, and that aligns, my identity aligns with that, and then I believe that, and I believe that I can accomplish greatness, and I have that goal that I'm out there striving for all the time, that belief is there. And then why is belief so damn important? It's the strongest form of thought, right? So the strongest form of thought, why does thought matter? You said it. Say why thought matters.
Law of attraction. Yeah, law of attraction. Yes.
Right? Our thoughts, the strongest ones, which are our beliefs, are the ones that manifest. Our beliefs manifest. So a thought can be a thought. That's a cool thing. When we have a thought that we don't want, we can flush it, and it doesn't then have power. What has power if we hold it? And that's the coolest thing, is we can go choose our belief and pump our beliefs every single moment and stoke that belief so that belief has real, true power. And now we're going to get back to what I started with. Why is gratitude so important? gratitude, if we care about the third part of mindset, which is our state, peak state. I think we probably all heard that before. Let's go get in peak state. If that's the case, if we care about our state, which we should, the easiest way, no worries, bro, all good. Yeah, let's go. Hey, gratitude, bro.
Take care, brother.
Hey, have fun.
Yes, I will.
No, it's a human experience. Don't forget that. Go have fun. It's an endless fun. So look, state, right? Gratitude. It's the trick. It's the one that puts us in our highest and best state. We can do other things, music, it's my time, rule the world, hire Eminem. It's going to align with how I want to feel emotionally, right? Maybe you see me bouncing around out there with some headphones in, looking like a jackass. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what I look like, but at the end of the day, I've got something to do here, and that's to serve that person in here that wants to be a differentiating factor in this room, that wants to change their life. And so I'll come in here and frickin' underdressed because I wasn't prepared for this and just say, fuck, let's sling, let's go. But I better get in frickin' peak state. I know who I am. I believe wholeheartedly the power that I have, and now I'm going to get myself in state to get in here in front of the best in the world and have a conversation, provide value, change a trajectory. Okay, so bring this thing back, circle this thing back to why I'm here, I believe, is that when you look at sustained success, does anybody know what it feels like to have massive momentum behind you? Where everything is just going right? In fact, collectively, when we're setting records, that's the way the room feels, right? It's just like pop, 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 pop. Everything is easier with momentum. It just is. Has anybody been on the other side of momentum? Where you're frickin' stuck in concrete. You're swimming upstream. And so, look, I studied, this was really important for me, was to study momentum, both from a physical standpoint, from a sports psychology standpoint. How do we go? Because momentum is just, I'd watch like a game where a football team would be down by, 3 touchdowns. The other team is frickin', they know it, it's done, game over. But then something would happen. And it would be on some random thing like a kickoff return. And some dude on the team that's behind absolutely lays out a player on the other team. And what happens to the sideline now? Fired up. Whew, they're down, 3 touchdowns. There's no hope. And all of a sudden, boom. And then what happens? The next play. And then someone else makes a play. And then someone else makes a play. So why does this freaking happen? That's what I wanted to understand. Can we control this? Because I'm telling you, when you're a record-breaking team, and you want to be special, you break records and you don't stop. There's no end here. We're going to keep going. But when we hit a point, what's the rule to momentum? If I'm behind and I want to gain momentum, it starts with belief. Somebody on that team believed they could make a difference. So momentum starts with belief. Do you believe that you're a difference maker? And then you go and frickin' attack with intensity. So these two concepts are the things that fuel momentum. But here's the crazy thing, and this is what I believe Kirk wanted me to come here and talk to his leaders about, is about momentum. Because you know what? We can face adversity and it's okay. But you know what? We got to believe through it. And then secondly, we've got to attack aggressively, because you will lose momentum as easy as frickin', you guys know that feeling, right? You got momentum and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I'm back frickin' swimming upstream, dang. We know what rotation is, all that stuff that we deal with on the floor on a daily basis. So it's critical to understand that you control momentum, but momentum is whether you don't have it or you have it, you need to treat it the same. You need to believe, number one, that you are in control, and number two, you need to attack it aggressively with intention every single moment of every single day. And that's what it takes to have sustained success. And that's what's rare. So those people in here that I said there's going to be 20% of you that are looking to be difference makers, that's the part you want to own, that you control momentum. But to control momentum means that there's no moment off. And can I just say this? The most valuable thing that we have, what is it? Yes. We're all in this room. If we're going to freaking give 1 second of our life to something, doesn't it freaking deserve all? We're here. It's our time ticking away. Doesn't it deserve our best? I believe it does. Because if I'm going to step my foot into something, it better be something that freaking deserves my time, because there's nothing more valuable. I'm not promised tomorrow. All right. How does that affect us right here, right now, today? If we want momentum, and we want to have a focus point to go out there today, and does anybody want to go rip? Does anyone want to go out there and rip today? Yes? Or is rip maybe I'm just old, so rip means slang. Does anybody want to go crush it? Does anybody want to go knock down a fatty? Do you guys, am I?
We don't have waves here, brother. That's what it is. Threw us off. We don't have the waves.
Like the waves outside.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We would like to kill it.
You would like to kill it? Who wants to kill it? Okay. Had to get the vernacular down. Florida lingo. Okay, good. So how? I'm gonna ask you today. I don't know you personally, but I feel like I do because we've done this thing. I've done this thing for a long time at an extremely. I had a little success, right? I put almost $10 million in my pocket in a decade. So when I'm saying this, I'm not saying this as anything other than, although I don't know you, I know you. I've been there. And I believe that you want to go kill it today, that we need to go focus on 3 things. And then let's get the hell out of here, okay? 3 things to focus on. Very, very simple. Number 1, what we started with, and that's state. And by the way, how quickly can we change our state? Yes. State. Let's go. Just like that. But it really is. State, we can change. We got to make the decision to be our best self in a second. Let's go. So if you came in this morning and you're like, who cares? That's the beauty of this. We get to freaking change that just now. But we need to intentionally make the decision, and then we need to go actually do it. Change your state. Get grateful. Be freaking pumped. The next thing that I'm going to ask is, number 1, that nobody judges themselves today on your success based on whether you get a deal or not. Which you might be going to say, what? Can we just detach from that result for a moment? Can we just say, my success isn't going to be determined whether I get a deal today or not. My success will be determined based on my state. How well did I go execute being in peak state when I said hello to that guest? This is a human experience. And second, how well did I go connect? Step number 1 in our 5-step presentation, step 1 was state, and step 2 was deep level connection. This is a human experience. Let's get a little weird. Let's go get a little weird. I'm serious. Let's go get a little weird out there. People they love vulnerability. If we make this a human experience, now we can connect and really serve. So go attack human connection, human experience. Judge yourself on that today. How well did I go execute my state, and how well did I go create a human experience? And then lastly, movement. Influence is the ability to move someone in the direction that you desire. So number one, we need to know where we want to get them. Number two, we need to understand them and where they're at as a human being. And then number three, we got to get emotional, and we got to look for the door that's closed that has the dragon behind it. Do you know what I mean by that? The one that we feel like if I open that door, I'm going to face a fucking dragon. It's the one that we avoid, but it's the one where success lives. It is. It is. And so today, when we go out there and we have that sense of, I'm not going to do that because I think if I do that it's going to frickin' blow this thing, it's the opposite. When you see and feel that moment, I want you to kick the fucking door in. I want you to pull out the sword, and I want you to slay the motherfucking dragon. Hey, I'm serious. That's where movement occurs. That's how we go move people. We sense the uncomfortable that makes this whole experience of, can we just agree that this whole experience is very unnatural? It really is. I mean, imagine, hey, hello, nice to meet you. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that we freaking lost everything this year. Oh, wow. And then later we're like, all right, so here's my recommendation. It's only $357,000 and blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, all right, I'll do the $110,000. This was the person that we lost everything. So can we just agree that this thing is unnatural? So it doesn't matter what anybody says. It's just fucking noise. It really is. It's just noise, and it's okay. Like, we signed up to play the game. They know. I said it was an update. This isn't a sales presentation. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, we know, right? It's just this fun game. It's because what we do is so unnatural. So when we're in our power, do we give two craps about that? No, we roll through it. We think it's funny. We're like, we actually inside want to hear it. Oh, well, my wife is really having health challenges. Okay, so you're terrified that I'm going to sell you something, and you know you want to buy, and you are an absolute buyer. And can we all agree with that? Can we all agree that we get to work in a room where they separated the non-buyers from the buyers? They did. They just were like, all right, non-buyers, okay. Buyers, we're going to create this thing called in-house. Every single one of these people has pulled out a credit card on a presentation, and we're going to deliver them to you. You're going to give me only buyers? Yes. And a buyer, all they need is another reason. That's it. They can't help themselves. They're buyers. It's in their nature. The thing that gets in the way is us. Can we just know that? We are the thing that gets in the way. So if we create a human experience, if we go out there, attack it in frickin' peak state, if we know ultimately that it's a fun frickin' game that we're all playing, and we go deliver an emotional reason, if we go frickin' kick down that frickin' door, slay that dragon, gain movement, and that's what we focus on, the rest of it, I promise you, will take care of itself. And if we walk out of here today and we're like, yeah, that's what I did. Bruh, I freaking hit that state, man. I was freaking pumped. I was grateful. 10. I'm giving myself a 10 out of 10. And man, the connection that I made with them was, look, I got a little weird. I don't know if I should say that, but I did. And they loved it. And then they told me their story. The connect. I know you know what I'm talking about. So the human connection and the experience was awesome. And you know what? I felt it. I felt what was going to be uncomfortable. I kicked the door in. I just dove into that uncomfortable situation, and I just attacked it with everything that I had. And I created movement. From where they came in to where they ended, I moved them. And go judge yourself on those 3 things. That's it. Go do your best at those 3. And when you do, the score is going to take care of itself.
Hey, if you found this training valuable, you're not going to want to miss the next one. So click here, and I'll see you over there.